The Jazz are a team where, as I said earlier in this episode, that, Jazz fans, do me a favor and just relax, bro. Like, you in the YouTube comments, angry.
Rudy Gobert's a top 10 player.
Exactly. And stop saying Rudy Gobert is a top 10 player.
No,
Rudy Gobert does not affect the game defensively the same way James Harden does. You're smoking crack if you believe that. Rudy, like Stephen A. said, is somebody smoking crack? It's literally, is somebody smoking crack? Because you got to be smoking crack if you think that Rudy Gobert on defense changes the game the same way James Harden does on offense. James Harden averaged goddamn 29, 11, and 8 last year. Rudy Gobert averaging 14 and goddamn 10. Get the fuck out of here. Stop it. So Jazz fans, like I said earlier in the podcast, the Jazz have gone from 10th place to 5th place in a matter of a week. So go ahead, Pavy, give me your opinion on the Jazz. What do you think about them?
I mean, they just have a solid team. Like I just like.
What's their ceiling at? Actually, are you a believer? Are you a believer in the Jazz? I guess we can do this. Are you a believer on the Jazz? Or now, looking at the Jazz, I mean, looking at their record, the Jazz are currently sitting in the 5th spot. They're 9-1 in their last, 10. They have only lost 3 games, I believe it is, since Rudy Gobert has come back. Donovan Mitchell over this season is averaging 19.9 points a game in 33.1 minutes a game, shooting 43% from the field and 34% from the three-point line. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay. I want to say this. I was angry at the start of Dialogue Dudes about Donovan Mitchell and Ben Simmons. Okay, yes. I personally still believe Ben Simmons is a Rookie of the Year.
I don't know about that.
I do. I personally do. I do. But if Donovan Mitchell won it, I would not be mad at him. I would not be upset. I in no way would protest it. But I do believe, and although Rudy Gobert is not a top 10 player, and he ain't fucking James Harden on defense, Rudy Gobert, this season is averaging 14 points a game, 10.7 rebounds a game on 61.9, field goal percentage. But over the last 10 games, the Jazz have the highest PR in the NBA. I'm sorry, not PR, plus minus, which is they're plus 13.7 over their last 10 games. They're second in steals, with 8.7 a game. So they're getting after it on defense. And they're actually 5th in overall plus minus at 3.3 a game. So they are one of those teams where if I'm OKC, I don't want to play them in the first round. If I'm Portland, I don't want to play them in the first round. If I'm the Rockets, we will beat them. If I'm the Warriors, we're going to beat the hell out of them because they won't be able to score against them. But every other team in the Western Conference, including the Pelicans, the Spurs, Minnesota, the Clippers, the Nuggets, I do not want to play the Utah Jazz in the first round because I'm going home. If last year this team can get past CP3 and the Clippers,
Blake was hurt.
I don't want to hear about Blake was hurt. Rudy Gobert was hurt. Rudy Gobert was hurt. Rudy Gobert was hurt. Rudy was hurt.
Blake was hurt.
Rudy was hurt.
Donovan Mitchell right now is not as good as Gordon Hayward was last year.
Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. No. But even in terms of teams, I feel like, well, you know what? Actually, no, because I like Rubio's addition. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm not mad at that. So are you a believer in the Jazz?
I mean, like you said, I think for everybody besides Houston, Golden State, you don't really want to play the Jazz. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat somebody in the first round. Like they could possibly beat Portland. They could maybe beat OKC. I don't think they would, but they could take a lot of these series as 6 or 7 games. But again, this is another team. It's not about right now. It's about the future.
Yeah, you have a great future. And now, at this point, I don't know if I want to get rid of Ricky Rubio. I feel like they have figured out a way to make this work between them. And I think Rudy has realized that he has to kind of take a slight step back after initially coming in and thinking like, okay, I finally got my team now to be me and Rudy, on the pick and roll, Rudy Gobert on the pick and roll. And I feel like Ricky Rubio, once Ricky Rubio kind of got injured, little nagging injuries, and then Donovan Mitchell kind of took flight after Rudy Gobert went down with the injury and those shots opened up. I feel like Ricky Rubio, at first, they might have been like fighting it because they're like trying to, take possessions and the ball away from each other. But now I think that they play with a game that has flow. The only problem is that I don't know if they can score enough. They're only averaging 103 points per game. The Blazers are averaging 2 more points a game. The Thunder are averaging 4 more points a game. The Timberwolves are averaging 6 more points a game. The Spurs are averaging 1 point less, but Kawhi isn't back. So if Kawhi comes back in that series, I'm taking the Spurs over the Jazz.
Such a boring series.
If they play the Pelicans, I'm still taking AD over all of them. man, the Pelicans are averaging 111 points a game. So the Jazz going to have to score with the Pelicans. Even the Clippers. The Clippers are averaging 6 more points a game than the Jazz. So, yes, I believe in them. They'll make it tough for teams like the Thunder and everybody else that's bottom 6 in the West. But if they happen to fall or they lose some games, kind of coming up.
They have to lose eventually.
Yeah.
They won 9 straight. They have to lose eventually.
Yeah, of course.
They have to.
Yeah, and even looking at their schedule, I mean, they're probably going to beat the Hawks, who they play next. And then after the Hawks, they play Dallas, so that's another win. Yeah. Then they play the Spurs, then the Warriors, then the Celtics, then Memphis, then Minnesota, then Lakers, Clippers, Lakers, Warriors, Portland to finish out the season. So as I said before, it wasn't me trying to be a hater saying that they were going to lose all these games. Eventually, they're going to have to lose. They will most likely beat Atlanta, Dallas. They probably will beat the Spurs unless by God, chance, Kawhi comes back.
I don't know what,
but still, even with that,
the Spurs have won. I think they're on a 3-game win streak. All's right again, maybe back in San Antonio. Quietly, they're on a 3-game win streak.
LaMarcus has been hooping over the stretch.
He's been hooping.
He's been hooping, and supposedly, I didn't know, but I guess he's been having a lot of nagging injuries this season.
I mean, everybody's been hurt.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't know that he himself was dealing with nagging injuries, and I heard somebody on one of those shows make a commentary about it, and I didn't know it. But, to end their season, none of the teams that they're ending their season with, other than Memphis, Atlanta and Dallas, all these other teams still have things to play for. Even the Lakers. The Lakers are still trying to continue to win because they want to make sure that if I'm Magic and I can talk to Luke, and I'm like, yo, if we can get to 40 wins, then look how good that makes us look to every potential, prospective, free agent. If we can get 40 without you, all our guys are young. Everybody's been banged up. Lonzo's been hurt. BI's been hurt. We need you to come in and you can add 5, 6, 8 more wins, 10 more wins. We're a top 4 seed in the West, top 3 seed in the West. So the Lakers need to keep winning. So even these games that they're going to play versus the Lakers and the Clippers and the Warriors in Portland, they still need to continue to win. So, I think with the Jazz, yes, they're going to make the playoffs at this point in time. I think with them being 10 games over 500, of course, they're not going to miss the playoffs. But it's still going to be tough. It's still going to be tough.
But
it's still going to be tough.
Again, for me with the Jazz, bro, it's just about the future. Like, Gordon Hayward left you high and dry, and it's like...
He didn't leave you high and dry. Everybody knew that. Everybody thought he was going to go to Miami.
Yes. But regardless, Gordon Hayward left you. That was probably the best player you had since Karl Malone and John Stockton. And you get blessed by Donovan Mitchell. Yeah. He's probably he's probably at this point the most exciting Jazz player. As far as like exciting Jazz player I can remember. No, Malone wasn't exciting.
No, I know if I'm a Jazz fan, if I live in Utah, I'm paying to go see Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, because you never know what Donovan Mitchell might do with any given play.
Go crazy.
And you got Gobert. Like your team is still pretty even. Favors is 26. Maybe the Gobert favors thing can work. Mm-hmm. You've seen things that you've seen somewhat proof that it may work. Mm-hmm. I don't really like having two bigs like that put together, especially in like today's NBA. But if they can make it work. Whatever, even Rubio.
No, I still don't think that favors Gobert combination is going to work out. When you start getting stretched out in the playoffs, yes, Joe Ingles can shoot, but Joe Ingles ain't a good defender.
Yeah, but
he gonna get cooked like he did last year.
Yeah, but that's why I like the signing of Crowder because it's like, yo, if that does happen, okay, we take Favors off the floor and just put Crowder at the 4, and we already got Gobert down there, and Gobert can pretty much switch on anything.